Good evening, good evening, good evening, my beautiful ones, my wise ones, my melanated ones. Today is Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025, and I am Wisdom Reborn. And it has been a beautiful day. It has been a very beautiful day, despite the snow and ice last night that went away real quick. It's been a beautiful day. I hope your day was beautiful. If you had a snow day, I hope you got to rest, relax, chill out. If you had stuff to do like I did, I hope you got everything done. I got most of my stuff done. But today was a good day. I wanna talk about something tonight. I just want to chit chat a little bit. So I want to talk about judging people. And the reason I want to talk about judging people is because this is the year of judgment, 2025, the year of the nine. It is the year of judgment. It is the year that towers fall. It is the year that a lot of things are going to change. And a lot of people are going to be, their actions are going to be brought to the forefront. So people that you were close to, people that you thought you could depend on, people that you love, you're going to be seeing some things in those people that might make you scratch your head and say, what the what? It's going to happen. It is going to happen because the things that are done in the dark, have been done in the dark, are going to start coming to light. And the reason those things are going to start coming to light is because the 9 is ending and is a number of endings, and it's in preparation for new beginnings. So in order for something to end, or in order for something to begin, the old things have to end. So in saying that, I would just like to advise people to be careful when you cast judgment on someone else, because universal law is that the same, and it's in the Bible also, the judgment that you pass on someone else is the same judgment that is going to happen to you. And although I know that people think that I'm cray cray or delulu, I don't understand delulu. That sounds crazy. But I guess that's delusional. Maybe it's delusional and delirious. I don't know. But that judgment that you've cast on other people is going to be cast on you also. That is why it's imperative for us not to be judgmental to others. And when you're judgmental to others, it puts you in a position to kind of have to explain why you're judging someone like that, which isn't good, because as people, as individuals, it's very hard for one individual to explain the actions of another individual. So when you're casting judgment on people and you don't understand the backstory, because everyone, every person, every situation, every circumstance has a backstory. Like it gets to a point to where the things that are done in the back, in the dark, they come to light. Now, sometimes they come to light and it's not pretty. When those things come to light and it's not pretty, then we have to deal with the repercussions of those things. That's why it's so important. It's so important that your heart be light as a feather. And that goes back to the incorrect saying that God knows my heart, or the Most High knows my heart. Your heart is not what He judges or is gonna be judged. Your actions are gonna be judged. And if your actions and the heart line up, then you're gonna be fine. But if your heart is full of what you say love and good intentions and doing good for others, but your actions say something totally different, you're going to be judged like that. And then there are also people that know that they have a wicked heart and know that they mean people no good. However, they pick and choose, and they choose to do good for some people, thinking that the good that they do is going to weigh out the bad that they do. And it doesn't work like that. It has to be across the board. So just be cautious of your actions in how you judge people. And it is a big difference between judging someone, judging someone and using your discernment. Because discernment allows you to check the energy, the spirit of a person. You don't, when you use discernment, it really has nothing to do with what's going on in the physical. Discernment addresses the spiritual. That is how you can talk to people and get a good response out of them. When you don't judge them, but you use discernment when you speak to them. Discernment is seeing someone and instead of condemning them because you don't like the way they talk, maybe they use bad language, or and I don't even get into the bad language thing, because cussing like we say in the South, cussing don't make you a bad person. Cussing makes you have a vocabulary that you subscribe to. It doesn't make you a bad person. But it gives you the ability to understand that the actions of another person are probably connected to something that you may not have any idea about. So when you use discernment, you don't even look at the actual actions of the person. You are looking at, and your spirit is bearing witness to their spirit, and you can relate to them on a spiritual level. Now, casting judgment on someone is hearing someone swear and curse, and you saying, oh, ain't nobody got time for them, they full of the devil. Well, maybe not. Maybe they grew up, or maybe the circles that they travel in, they curse. It's that simple, but it's that serious also. So I would like to suggest that we start walking in more discernment instead of judging people, because we're coming up on a time now where people's actions are going to be a little different. And the reason those actions are going to be a little different is because we're going to be put into some situations and some circumstances that we might have never been in before. A lot of people have never experienced much of a struggle. And when those people have to struggle, they're going to react totally differently than you've probably ever seen them react or act before. In knowing that we're dealing with some different things, when you approach the situation with discernment, you should be able to determine if it's safe or not. Because that's what discernment actually does. It lets you know if a situation is safe for your spirit. Or at least that's how I look at it. When you judge people, no interaction is safe when you're judging people. Because when you're judging people, you've already determined in advance that chances are that person you're thinking that person is wicked. We generally don't judge people when it's something good. We generally cast judgment on people when we think it's something negative or something bad, which is so unfair to people. So unfair to people, because you never know what someone is dealing with behind the scenes. You absolutely never know. That is why discernment is such a beautiful gift that we all have the ability to tap into if we connect. and connect. Yeah. Um, so yeah, try not to walk in judgment. Because when you do walk in judgment, like I said at the very beginning, the same judgment that you cast upon others, you'll be judged by that same manner. And it's unfortunate because, like I was talking about gossiping just the other day, when you gossip and you say things to tear people down, because that's generally what gossiping is. We generally don't gossip about someone that's doing something good. We're generally, when you're talking about someone that's doing something good, then generally you're lifting that person up or you're sharing something good. But gossip is usually to tear someone down. So when you're gossiping and judging and tearing people down, you're actually speaking spells over people that will come right back to you. That goes back to the power of life and death is in our tongue. So just be cautious about what you say about others. And that's on every spectrum, on every level. You never know when that's going to come back to bite you. And we getting ready to be dealing with some stuff that is, we're going to be bitten by some things, and we don't need to be dealing with stuff that we could very easily avoid. So yeah, be cautious about how you talk about people, how you judge people, because misconception can cause all sorts of destruction in your own life. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot that we're getting ready to deal with. We're gonna deal with some changes. The Most High, the universe, is aligning itself. Actually, 6 planets are going to be in alignment. It started last night and it's going on until the 25th. And while those planets are in alignment, I know a lot of people don't think that the universe has anything to do with what is going on. But I am a very big proponent and have always been. If the Most High hung all of the stars in the sky, and if the where the moon is can affect the wind and the waves, of course the alignment of the planets and the alignment of the stars has something to do with what is going on. The universe has something to do with what's going on in the innerverse, and we will possibly be feeling it. Yeah, if you're paying attention, you'll be feeling it. If you're not paying attention, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. There are some things that we're going to be experiencing, and that's just it. Period. Point blank. We're in the year of the 9. Yeah, we're in the year of things being brought to the forefront. And it's all in preparation for this newness that we're going to be coming into. We are going to come into a newness that is going to be like paradise. But we have to, these towers have to fall, these things have to happen in order for us to get there. And I hope we can all get there. I really do. Some of us are putting ourselves in position and waiting in anticipation for what is going to happen. And then there are others who are judging others, which is low vibrational. And yeah, it's gonna be different. It's really gonna be different. I sometimes cringe at some of the things that I've had to go through in life. Some because of my own decisions, but some because of things that have happened in the past, and that's a whole different ball of wax. But I'm thankful because I'm certain that the things that I've been through in the past are going to help me maneuver in this world that we're living in now, and that we're changing into. So I wanted to hop on here and just say that real quickly. I don't want to take up too much of anyone's time. I want you to know that It's a lot of good that is coming when you're in alignment. But when you're not aligned properly, we're going to deal with some opportunities to help us get in alignment. How about that? Because every situation, whether we come out triumph, whether we triumph over a situation, or whether we allow ourselves to become victims in a situation, we're going to have some opportunities coming up. And I just want you to move, to be able to move, to be able to understand some of these things from a more spiritual point of view, because we don't wrestle with flesh and blood. We honestly don't. We all have a spirit within our fleshly bodies, and our spirits move a certain way until we decide to look within ourselves to find the answers of the things that we've been through, face our childhood trauma, because the things that happen to us when we're children only magnify as we get older. They don't go away. You can forget about them, or you can think you've forgotten about them as much as you'd like to, but they are still there and they still require attention. And until you give it the attention that it needs, you're gonna have obstacles that come before you. You're not gonna know where they're coming from. You're not gonna know how to relate to other people, which now is a very big time for us to learn to be relatable with each other, because we are all going through something. No matter who you are, no matter what your status is or what you think your status is in life, we are all going through something. And we have to address certain things in order to make the ride a little smoother. So on this beautiful Wednesday, January the 22nd, 2025, I want you to think about the words that you say. Think about how you interact with others. Think about how you show up for yourself, because when you show up for yourself, chances are you treat others differently. Just a few words from Wisdom Reborn for my beautiful ones, my wise ones, and my melanated ones, but especially for my beautiful, wise, and melanated ones. Have a wonderful evening. Blessings, blessings, and blessings.